How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today in the Braves franchise, we've got some AAA action, as it is an off day. Let me just change this really quick.
Well, you can stick me in a long...
Okay. So, it is an off day at the MLB level, so we're headed down to AAA to take on the St. Louis Cardinals AAA affiliate, the Memphis Redbirds, and we are in Gwinnett here at Oak Street Park.
And now,
Dylan Dodd is a guy that we're going to be taking a look at, as well as a couple other guys like Luke Williams, who's having a great start to his season. So gonna give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on in the franchise here. And one of the things you're gonna notice is I'm playing on dynamic difficulty with pitching because I'm trying out pinpoint pitching, as we see Dylan Dodd's great starts. 3 games started, 2 wins, but I'm playing with pinpoint, trying to give it a shot. And it is a learning curve for sure, as already off to a wonderful start here with a leadoff base hit. So as I slowly but surely get used to pinpoint pitching, I'm on veteran of all things, unfortunately. Some notes here where we left off. We left off taking 3 out of 4 against the Mets. We headed out to Miami. See, there's a bad pitch. But luckily, we're going to get lucky, and Eli White is going to be there to easily make the catch for the first out. All right, so game 1 in Miami. What happened? Well, we won game 1. Olsen and Riley had back-to-back home runs in the first. Riley had another home run, and he and Ozzie went back-to-back in the 6th inning. Again, I'm just trying to get used to pinpoint pitching.
No, that's the ball.
So,
2-1.
because, things just didn't really go great, against the Marlins and the Astros. Because, again, I'm trying out something new. But we lost game 2. And I should have looked at the scores before I started this, but Edward Cabrera struck out 6 to start the game in the first 3 innings, so he did 6 in a row too. Just not great. And that's a nice snag by the third baseman. So Dylan Dodd works a 1-2-3, well, not a 1-2-3, but a cleanish inning in the fact that he didn't give up any runs or walks, which is a victory for me while I play on pinpoint pitching. And yeah, we're just my goal here is to look at players that could make the big league roster. Bryce Elder had a great start yesterday in this universe against the Astros, going 5, which doesn't sound great, but he gave up only 1 run, 3 hits, and 3 walks, which is a godsend of a start on pinpoint pitching for me so far. Game 3 against the Marlins. Ozzie had a 2-homer day. Strider had 11 strikeouts in 5 innings, and Riley with 2 more home runs. And Eli White cranks that foul. Thought it was gone. I didn't think it was gone, but let a kid dream, right? 2-2 pitch. And of course, by playing the minor league games on the off days, it gave me a chance to look at and call up a guy like Forrest Wall. We raked with him in the first game that I played in my franchise here. And, Forrest Wall keeps up the hot start here, as he got the start in all 3 games against the Astros. And in game 1, he went 4 for 5, 2 doubles, a single, a home run, and he just missed a go-ahead home run in the 9th. But unfortunately, the Braves lost that game 8-5. Freed had a blow-up start, kind of like his IRL starts to start the year. giving up 10 hits, 5 walks, and 6 runs. But again, I attribute that to trying out pinpoint pitching, and dynamic difficulty put me on All-Star to start. So, I mean, when you miss with pinpoint on All-Star, you really miss. And this Astros series, as I get, that's not a strike. Lopez is down on strikes. That shouldn't have been the case. But anyways, on pinpoint pitching, as I get acclimated with it and go down in difficulty while I get acclimated with it, I'm starting to see better results. I'm still missing, as you guys can tell, but I'm seeing a little bit of better results. So 2 hard hit balls to end the first inning, both halves, and no score after 1.
Leading off for Memphis, the first baseman.
You know, I hate that they don't give the minor league players their full title card thing on the broadcast. Who's Jay Young for the Cardinals? I don't know. I don't even know who half of our players are. So I guess you're just gonna get the nice, last name. So Antico is up. Don't know what position he plays either because the lineup card didn't show up. But he's got himself a 2-1 count. Dodd with a 4-seam slider, changeup, and a cutter. A hanger. Got away with 1. Strike 2. Let's try to get him with the slider. Classic strikeout pitch. Ooh, that's probably not going to be a good pitch. Oh! Okay, so we get a favorable strike call. And Antico is down on strikes. So Dylan Dodd looking pretty good here. And here is the next Cardinals, Redbirds batter. See, so far it doesn't really matter that I miss because the umpire, ooh, that's going to not be great either. I got to stop saying that because none of them are going to be that great. But the umpire's just giving away those borderline calls. So, Dylan Dodd has a 1-2-3 clean inning. And he could be somebody that we call up later on in the season if someone gets injured, although I have yet to see a big injury. John Birdie got injured in the first game of the Marlins series, and he was out for the rest of the series, but it was just day-to-day with a bruise. Charlie Culberson tried to come back in real life as a pitcher. Did not go very well, and he was even cut from the Braves, but here he's playing in AAA. No one's stats in AAA are really any good, but there's a blue pit into left. Well, a hard hit blue pit. And the Stripers have their first base runner, or a base runner. I guess their first base runner of the second, because we had a hit in the first. I was so busy talking about my pinpoint pitching and the game highlights that I have that I don't even know what's going on.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 to Ryan Castile. Four-pitch mix from the Cardinals lefty. Sorry, the Redbirds lefty. And he swings at the 3-1 pitch, and it's a routine fly to center. But with this umpire, that probably was a ball, if the umpire had eyes, but it would have been called a strike. So, not that I needed to protect.
The designated hitter.
See, Jesse Franklin here with his .219 average is 4th on the Stripers. What's the deal with that, Why can't these guys hit? We got some guys down in Mississippi who were hitting, but not very well. And he gets a fastball that he takes into center, right center. 2 men on. First chance for the Stripers here to score a run. So some left-on-left magic and fastball down the middle that Franklin is able to pull past the second baseman into right. So good for him. All right, here's Andrew Velasquez. Hit to center. Center fielder's been busy out there. 2 outs. Another thing I've been thinking about doing, since I am playing on quick counts, is bumping up the hitting difficulty to legend. Be curious to know your thoughts. And what's this guy's name? Nick Ward. Okay, yeah, so he's had a great start to his season. So I figured I'd let him get the start today at left because our left fielder, who normally starts, is ice cold. 34th pick in the 34th round pick in the 2018 draft. So not a lot of expectations, but you never really know. And he's gonna fly out to right, and the Stripers can't capitalize. No score still after 2.
Leading off for Memphis, the third baseman, number 4, R.J. Yeager.
All right, here's Yeager. You know, one thing I'm noticing with the catcher thing is that they give the actual sign, and on the MLB games, it's just the pitch comp thing. But how do I tell what pitches they want me to throw? That's what I want to know. And nobody will tell me. I cannot figure it out. So I don't like having to guess. I want to just be told. I know it's really random. It probably means nothing. But it's just nice to have an idea of what to throw, so I mix things up instead of just throwing what I would, you know, getting into a routine. But maybe they're just setting us up to play online. That's what they want. So I'm still missing with pinpoint, but I guess the benefit of playing AAA is that it doesn't really punish me all that much. Landon Stevens in foul ground by the dugout, and the Camberwell makes the catch. Dylan Dodd looking good so far as he's through 2 2/3. I'm going to try to throw the cutter inside. Oh, no. Okay, good. I figured if I missed it like that, it would hang, but down the middle, but I guess not. Okay, I'm a little too fast, I think. That's hit hard. Probably one of the harder hit balls so far for the Redbirds, but Culberson out and right makes the catch, and 3 good innings, efficient innings so far for Dylan Dodd. We take on the Rangers next, up in the MLB level. Hopefully we'll get a game in on that for the channel. And we'll see how this translates over to MLB. I'm curious if I'm making any progress on dynamic difficulty. I feel like I'm doing great, but I know I wouldn't last like a day online, so, you know, I'm not accurate, but at least I'm not getting shelled. And I feel like that's a victory in and of itself. Eli White having a good year down in AAA. He's the next guy to get called up as far as our outfielders go. Maybe if Luplow struggles, you know, maybe Eli White gets the call instead, or someone gets hurt. But he's having a great start to the season. Now, I'm just curious who this pitcher is. So, Packy Naughton, 27 years old, 61 overall, so probably really nothing to write home about as far as a prospect goes. So, it's just interesting. You know, you don't really get to know these minor leaguers unless you really follow the team. And I follow the Braves minor league system when they're rebuilding, but now I don't really pay much attention to it because we have a good team. But the Cardinals are kind of in the middle there. So here is Logan Williams. What does he play? Third. Okay, so he's at third. He can play everywhere. He's another one of our guys, one of like 4 who's having a good start to the year. And he's actually hot right now. And he had a base hit. 4 doubles so far, Luke Williams. But he's down 1-2.
Ball.
Easy take. Even for me. Good fastball. Wasn't expecting it, and that's a second out. Back up at the MLB level as far as how things are going so far. Rockies have won 9 in a row. Dodgers are still in first at the MLB level, but the Rockies have the top wildcard spot here as we enter mid-April. In the second game against the Astros, we lost that one 10-2. Let's not talk about that one too much. Nothing really to show for our team. But Sale gets hit the loss. He falls to 1-4 to start the year. 6 walks, again, courtesy of my crappy skills. Bregman gets his 600th RBI. And Forrest Wall starts his 5th game of the year, hits his 5th bomb.
Leading off
So,
for Memphis, the second baseman.
I mean, at this point, I got to keep Forrest Wall in the lineup, you know? Like, why wouldn't I? It just seems counterintuitive to let him sit on the bench, and Marcelo Zuna's kind of, you know, come back down to earth. So I'm kind of like, well, maybe I'll platoon him or something, just until Forrest Wall also comes back down to earth, you know. So a good battle brewing here. Gonna try the slider away.
Full count.
Doesn't get in a bite. I guess I'm still a little bit too slow. So hit weakly to left. Well, I just Ward, I think, is what his name is. I don't know these guys, and they don't have numbers or names on the back of their jerseys. Really hurts me. Mason Wynn climbs in. Dylan Dodd really shining for me. Trying to get another punch out here. Too fast and a little early. We'll get there eventually. Oh, I meant to see if I was making any progress. Well, not with a pitch like that. Somebody said that you should try and match pinpoint with
Full count.
uh-oh. I'm threatening. I'm looking to fall apart here. But somebody said if you try to match pinpoint with the pitcher's windup, it can be helpful. Ah, crap. Oh, thank God. Wind swung and missed. He could have easily had the walk right there, but he couldn't resist. Another strikeout for Dodd.
The right fielder.
They said matching the pinpoint to the pitcher's windup and release could be really helpful, but I didn't really find that was helpful for me. Maybe somebody with better eyes can, as that's the first. Come on, Ward. That's the first extra base hit for the Redbirds. A 2-out double from Moises Gomez. So, anyways, I just find it hard to release. To have good timing on release. Oh, the stretch, I forgot. Stretch is a little bit different. So. Oh God, oh no. Oof, I cannot time that. See, the stretch also throws me off. Just so much to learn with pinpoint. And that was too early, so yeah, we'll just take a walk here. Any update? Okay, so I'm moving a little bit up on Veteran Plus. That's good. No, too fast. See, now I'm overcompensating. There we go. To Stevens. He takes it to the bag himself, and a 2-out walk and base hit doesn't hurt us. And still no score through 4. Well, 3.5 technically. 4, 5, and 6 for Gwinnett. Stevens up first. Big cut. Swung on and missed. He's the number 23 overall prospect, but in our farm system, that ain't really saying much. 2-2. Got a piece. Looking at game 3, as on our final list of things to recap. Wall hits another home run. So, really, I mean, if you want a home run, you know, if you want a guaranteed run, apparently start Forrest Wall. Yordan Alvarez played his first game of the series. Not sure. That's a strike, damn. Not sure if he was out because of injury, but first pitch he saw from Bryce Elder, took him deep.
Number 18, Charlie.
Wall had 3 strikeouts, though, so kind of an all-or-nothing day for him. And Bryce Elder, after giving up that home run to Yordan, was able to work out of any damage that he had. Like I told you earlier, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 walks, an earned run. not bad. You know, you want the pitchers to go deep, but there's not really much. I don't feel like there's a lot that I can do on quick counts to minimize them throwing a lot of pitches. You know, like 100 pitches by the 5th or the 6th. And I don't really want to change sliders around because I earn so much less XP already. Like, I'm just trying to get one single card in the Diamond Dynasty level 1, season 1, whatever it is, XP path, the one where you just play the game. And I want that 2008 Angels Mike Napoli because I love the 2008 Topps cards. But anyways, I'm not going to get there, it feels like. So if I adjust sliders, I'm going to earn even less XP. So for now, I'm not messing with the sliders, and I just have to kind of accept that bad swinging by me. I enjoy playing games on quick counts right now. That's just kind of where I'm at, phase of life I'm at. So I'm going to have to just take this part as an unrealistic part of the game. 1-2 count to Jesse Franklin. Feels like we've had a base runner in every inning, but we can't capitalize. Luckily for us, Naughton, or whatever his name is, looks like he might be out of the game for coming here fairly soon. And I'm kind of surprised so far with Jesse Franklin. I didn't do much with him when I played with the Stripers earlier in the season off stream, but, well, you know, making contact with these guys I feel like is a reward in and of itself. So, again, through 4, no score.
Leading off for Memphis.
Dylan Dodd on to the 5th we go.
Reba.
Okay. Early, but fairly accurate. I was in the green, so let's try the cutter. Got him! Dylan Dodd looking kind of really good so far. Towards the gap. Eli White with that excellent fielding stat. He's known for his defense and not so much his bat. Gets the out. Looking for another clean inning.
Ball 2.
Aw, no. That was bad. Way too far to the left there. Again to the left. I don't know why I can't just push my joystick down straight, but whatever. So, unfortunately, no clean inning for Dylan Dodd. But, let's see. Shoot, I forgot. Well, there we go. There it is. So he gets the ground out. So, before I can even finish my thought, we have played 4.5 scoreless. He's going to go 6. We're going to make him go 6. So, a pitcher's duel down in the minors, down on the farm. To left. Warning track power for Velasquez. I'm not playing extra innings. Let's just say that. Someone's going to score. And honestly, I'm not even really caring much about our bats. It's really just the pitching that I'm more interested in. But I like playing in these minor league parks sometimes because unless you play Road to the Show, you don't really have an incentive to. You know, you don't really get the chance to play in them. Lineup card flips over to White.
2-1.
Easy take, 2-1, hitters count. 283 average. Not too bad in this day and age. And he's looking to get on base. Give us a 2-out base runner. Swung and missed. I got a little too greedy, but you know what? It's the minors, right? A home run looks cooler than a walk. And that's going to be to right field. So we've played 5. And it's a good pitcher's duel so far. For those of you guys who go to minor league games, do you guys prefer pitcher's duels or slugfests?
Got him, that's an out.
I would say that before they introduced the pitch clock, I would have much preferred a pitcher's duel because then the game goes a little bit faster and you know, I've got things to do the next day. I don't necessarily have time to just sit at the ballpark, and I get sleepy. But now with the pitch clock, games move a lot faster, so I'm totally fine with a slugfest. But, you know, my home team is the Mississippi Braves, of course, and that's a pitcher's park. So it's really hard to get, you know, just tons of offense. And unless back in the days when Drew Slugbauer played for us, you know, there wasn't a lot of pop in our bats. My first minor league game was when Chipper Jones rehabbed down here back in like 2006. My parents got tickets, and I didn't necessarily fall in love with baseball that very moment because I didn't start watching baseball games religiously until 2008. But 2006 was when I was first introduced. I got a Yunel Escobar signed teddy bear, so that's kind of cool. Got an autograph from Dale Murphy when I was a kid, too. A lot of cool, fun memories, and the Mississippi Braves are moving to Columbus next year in 2025, and, you know, there was a time period where I didn't get to go to a lot of games, but, you know, I liked having the option, and I like having the option right now, and I'm going to miss having that option. Guess I'll have to go down to Biloxi if I want to go to a game, which can't really afford to do that, so sad times. But I enjoyed minor league baseball when it was around. So the 2-out double doesn't come back to hurt us. Dylan Dodd's 6 shutout innings. Will we try to go for a 7th? Why the heck not, right? It's minor league baseball. Who cares? Big cut and a miss from Williams. Probably need to change Luke Williams' number because I just don't think he wears number 67 in real life. I'll have to look that up. I'm sure I'll forget, but I'll have to look it up. Not going to do much with that fastball. Eye in the zone. Can't push it out. Just dies near the warning track.
Now batting, second baseman, Alejo Lopez.
Kind of wishing Eli White had gotten that ball fair instead of foul. 96 pitches. Well, the 96th pitch coming right now. Whew! Can't do anything.
Now batting.
Here's our best chance. Landon Stevens, 3-1 count. Does he pull or push the ball? He's a balanced hitter. Of course he is. So, 2-out base runner, maybe a go-ahead run. And he yanks it foul. Oh, into the seats. Stevens just a bit early and pulls it foul. Full count. 3-2. Yeah, it's 2-2. Y'all, I can't read. Okay, well now it's 3-2. Charlie Culberson on deck. He does it! Landon Stevens gets a hold of that fastball and hits it out of here to center field, it looks like. I can't really tell from that angle because I'm blind, but his 4th home run of the year. And it puts the Stripers up 1 here in the late innings. Well, it's the 6th. I got ahead of myself. I thought it was the 7th. But the point is, he puts us up here 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. So Dylan Dodd gets a run here. Got a hold of it. And that's going to be it for the pitcher for the Redbirds. I get why that M is the way that it is, you know, Memphis Blues and whatnot, but I thought that was like the Nashville Sound at first. I thought that's who we were playing, but do they exist anymore? Minor leagues, man. Kyle Lee. Lee? Is it just Lee? I don't know. Whatever. He's got a good ERA in 5 games, and he comes on for the Redbirds. 2-1 count to Culberson. Hitters count already. I swung at ball 3. I got too excited.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And Culberson is not a balanced hitter. He likes to pull the ball. So when I get into a friendly count, I want to try and pull it. He pushes the ball the other way, fouls it off to stay alive. You know, my not fondest, because that is definitely not the right word, but the biggest memory I have of Charlie Culberson is when he got hit in the face trying to bunt. Y'all remember that? Any Braves fans remember that? In Washington, I think it was like 2019. No, 2018. No, 2019. Anyways, he tried to bunt a guy over, got hit in the face, and the umpire said that he had swung at it, so he didn't get to take first base, and that was just silly umpire. So before I had even time to look at the bullpen, Dylan Dodd's just gonna go. It's experience, right? Let him go 7, although Eli White really helping us out by making some running grabs and hard hit balls from the Memphis lineup here. So this might, well, there's no might. This will definitely be Dodd's last inning. Lots of cutters.
1-2.
So let's try and go low here.
Ball.
Hey, that was right where I wanted it, but the CPU just decides it doesn't want to chase. That's a high fastball. You can count on a AAA batter to make that mistake. 7 shutout innings for Dylan Dodd. I'll need to make note of this in case we need him for the future. Hell, we might call him up for the bullpen. Can't complain. 4 hits and 7 innings. A few strikeouts to go with it. Let's get someone up in the bullpen. All right, who do we got available? Well, we've got Zach Log? I don't know. That's why I'm not a professional broadcaster, but he's a lefty. They've got 2 lefties coming up. That's a nasty changeup, 79 miles an hour. You don't see that. He's got 2 lefties coming up, so unless we want to try to go 8 and really test our luck with Dodd, but I'd be silly to do that. I guess that's another thing, you know? You're not going to see any Maddox's complete games under 100 pitches in this franchise, probably.
No, off the plate.
Probably not even going to see any complete games either, because by the 7th, they're at like 130 pitches. And this isn't 1910 anymore. So, I don't know. There's definitely some downsides to playing with quick counts, but... And I don't really think the games go by quicker, but it's just nice to kind of not have to think so much, because part of the reason I like to play MLB The Show after work is I don't have to think too much. Whereas with a game like Siege, I'm always having to be like, you know, methodical and thinking about my next move, so
3 balls, 1 strike.
I can just sit here and talk about nothing on a stream for 45 minutes at a time, post it to YouTube, and scratch that itch, while also relaxing and de-stressing from a hard day of work. So
Yeah.
I cannot complain.
Ball 4 outside.
Look at me go. My little eyes getting better. So a 1-out walk, 2-out walk. And here's Ward. Hasn't really shown me much today.
Ball, no.
Does this guy have speed by any chance? Ooh, he does. Why are we batting him 8th? He should definitely either be 9th or leading off. Nick Ward heard what I had to say, and he goes to right center field for a no-doubter, his 2nd home run, and that gives us a little bit of insurance against the Redbirds. 3-0. Thanks to 2 home runs. So some perfect swings paying off here.
Ball 2.
Of course, Eli White almost went deep his first time up, and 2 for 10 in this series. So a series he definitely wants to forget. 0 for 3. 2-1 the count though. And this pitcher for the Cardinals, sorry, the Redbirds, is really starting to show he isn't that confident in his pitches. 3-1 count to Eli White. And he hits it weakly to the shortstop. Make good timing, though. But Nick Ward gives us some insurance in the 7th. 3-0. Are they not going to say this guy's name so I know how to pronounce it? I guess not. Well, oh well. He's a guy I thought about calling up, but then I literally said in my head when I was putting this, when I was trying to fill out my bullpen to find some fresh arms in that Astros series, and I was getting absolutely rocked. I said, I cannot call this guy up because what if he sticks around? I don't know how to say his last name. And then I end up pitching with him in Gwinnett, so that's kind of funny. To me, at least. But 2 lefties, so I just figure, you know, play the matchup right, play the handedness matchup. Don't really worry about attributes because it's the minor leagues. Nobody really hits anyways. Okay. Maybe I'm getting the hang of it. Just don't look at the dynamic difficulty. But I'm inching my way up to All-Star. And there's nothing wrong with playing. Oh, well, Perito. He goes to right field and spoke a little too soon there. Fastball that he got every bit of here against the lefty. And the left-on-left matchup did not affect him. Redbirds they get on the board. But anyways, no knock to anybody who plays on veteran. My game modes did not really take skill. Or game modes. My ways to play don't really take that much skill, if we're being, you know, completely honest. I like to play. I'm never going to use...
That's a
oops.
ball. Take your base.
Oof. Oh, no. I'm never going to use zone hitting. I just cannot do it. I don't have the reaction time to use zone, so... Uh-oh. Okay, thank God. See, in the minor leagues, you get away with crap like that. In the major leagues, they don't hit it, or they don't chase it. There's a good pitch, and a pop out to left field. High fly. So the Redbirds get on the board thanks to Cesar Prieto. And we got a 2-run lead. Andre Granillo. Well, what's not grand is his ERA. They're at 6 in AAA. He's hoping to lower that down a little bit, facing 2, 3, and 4 in our lineup. Let me press time here. And we'll get our closer warmed up. Well, Pierce Johnson's our setup man. But for some reason, they have Perdomo as our closer. But Pierce Johnson's going to come in and try to slam the door shut because we need to see somebody that we realistically might call up. No offense to Mr. Perdomo there, but I'm not calling up a 54 overall. That is nice, lady in the crowd, but unfortunately it'll die out there in center. Out there in no man's land, and
The batter, the second baseman,
Luke Williams
Alejo
is out.
Lopez.
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I say that in every one of these that I do, but I genuinely have been enjoying playing these games and getting to play some of these games offline and, you know, getting to record some. So getting to kind of include you guys into my 2024 campaign. Not Perdomo. Lopez with the hit. And of course, I know my loving fiance would let me record this kind of stuff. Even if he was home, he'd gladly leave the room. But, you know, it's just something nice that I can look forward to while he does his own thing, runs his errands and whatnot. And I get to hang out and play some video games or record some content while he's gone to fill the time. So, very appreciative that I have the opportunity to do something like this. Could have been 3-1, but instead it's 2-2. Does this guy have any speed? No. Okay. Jesse Franklin might... So this lineup might need some adjusting. But the CPU just does what it pleases unless you manually play the games and fix the lineup, so... Probably not much I can do. I mean, I can move guys around because I think I did do that, but... Whatever. 3-2. Runner goes. Ball
Take the
4.
base.
And runners at the, not the corners, first and second. 1 out.
The right fielder,
Cleanup
number
man.
18.
I'm sorry, not the cleanup man. That was the cleanup
Charlie.
man. Charlie Culberson.
Culberson.
Cleanup man worked a walk.
No, outside.
This guy, that again, that's why the ZRA is so high. He's really missing here. Well, I guess that's more borderline. He just kind of unlucky, but
3 balls, 1 strike.
that one missed way outside, and he's hanging the curveball too, asking for trouble. 3-1. Fouled off, so runners will be on the move again as that one finds its way into the visitor dugout. I hope I sent the runners. My controller's about to die because the vibration has stopped, but we'll see. There they go. And that's going to split the gap. So Pierce Johnson won't really even need to work for a save. And that's going to clear the bases. 2-run double for Charlie Culberson. And he makes it a 5-1 ball game. So we have opened it up here in the bottom half of the 8th. And that's, again, why that guy's ERA is so high. Grant Black coming in. His ERA isn't that great either. And 1-1 count. Let's see what he can do. Castile down 1-2.
2-2.
Oh, it's minor leagues. Go for it, right? Culberson moves up 90 feet. And not the ideal spot for Grant Black to be in here. Castile suicide squeeze? It's not worth it. He's going to strike out, though. Good slider. Gets the punch out.
The batter, number
Here
8.
is Jesse
Designated
Franklin.
hitter, Jesse Franklin.
I think people were, at least in Braves land, were kind of high up on Franklin when he first came around, but the hype's kind of died down as he's going to hit that one up center. So we get 2 thanks to Charlie Culberson. Pierce Johnson's going to try and slam the door here, give us something to look at. And here he is, 5 games for the Stripers. ERA is horrendous. Righty's hitting 474 off of him, so oof.
Leading off for Memphis,
Luckily for us, he'll face a lefty to start.
Jared Young.
And there's a ground ball to Wilson.
He's out.
Williams. Sorry.
The batter, the left fielder, Mike.
Okay, so a couple of
And
lefties for
Tito.
Pierce. This is great. Oops. I just wasn't timing that well. But hey, it doesn't come back to hurt us. I'll be interested to see how the next game goes.
Jeremy.
So here we go. Here's a righty. And, yeah, you know. But, I was going to say they hit 474, but he's just going to ground that out to second base, and the Stripers win. So the bats come alive in innings 6, 7, and 8. Solo home run, 2-run home run, and then a 2-run double. And Dylan Dodd throws 7 shutout innings. All in all, awesome game for the Stripers. Pierce Johnson we get a good look at him. Dodd improves to 3-0, holding the Redbirds to just 4 hits. And yeah, that'll do it, you guys. So we'll have some more MLB stuff on the channel next time. If you guys like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. Trying to be as consistent as I can given my schedule. But that will, in fact, do it for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this trip down on the farm out in Gwinnett as we defeated Memphis by a final score of 5-1. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave your feedback. I need to know how to do pinpoint pitching. Please help. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.
Our final line